Hello, everyone, and welcome to another market commentary with stock picks from Ferndale Partners. Right now, it is Sunday morning, March 1st, and these ideas are for the week of March 2nd. A special welcome to any new members to the site. Remember that all ideas expressed here are not meant as investment advice, only do trades that make sense to you. Okay, right now we're looking at the daily chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The market is still in a downtrend. The market has been going sideways here for a little while, but inside of a downtrend. This market is still broken. For those analysts out there who are telling people the market has bottomed and they should be buying, they should be outright ashamed of themselves. But of course, they will never tell you to sell stocks. But the market is broken. I've got four ideas for you today. The first three are short, and the last one is a long. Let's get right to one of my pet peeves here. Okay, this is a daily chart of the XLF, which is an ETF on the financial stocks. And the reason why I bring this up is because this stock on Friday took out a critical support level and is going down. Yet we have a ton of analysts out there telling people, even on Friday, to buy the financials. I think they should be ashamed of themselves. These financials are breaking down and they're going lower. Do not fall into the trap of these analysts telling you to buy these stocks because they think they're cheap. They're going to get cheaper. Okay, let's get right to my picks. Our first pick is CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. You can see the descending triangle formed here. The trigger on the stock is Friday's low, which is 98.43. The target is 90 and a quarter, and the stop is 102. Next, again, I'm not elaborating too much because I want to get to. I don't want this to go on too long. Okay, this is another short candidate, TSL, and you can see the descending triangle again formed here. Okay, there it is. The trigger is 30.61. The target is 25, and my stop is 32. Okay, now this stock, it might be defended here. It might not break. It might not be triggered. So I would go ahead and wait for the trigger on this guy. I wouldn't anticipate on this guy. Go ahead and wait around and see if the trigger gets taken out. The real trade is really $30, but I'm using Friday's low, which is 30.61 as the trigger for the purposes of this recommendation. Okay, next. My final short candidate is Citibank. Okay, your classic big bank financial that all these analysts love and they're telling you to buy it. The stock took out critical support here along with the XLF ETF, and the trigger is 23.49. The target is 20 and a quarter, and the stop is 25. Okay, and for those of you who have to have a long trade, JRJC. JRJC took out an important support level on Friday. Okay, now the stock was up 20% on Friday, so hopefully it'll rest. I would use any kind of a pullback tomorrow morning to go along the stock. Go ahead and nibble and use 19 as your initial stop. The real trigger, though, technically speaking, is Friday's high, which is 21.85. The problem with that is that's a point and a half away. So I suggest you go ahead and nibble ahead of this high, and then when it does take out the high, whether it's tomorrow or whether it's later in the week, that's where the real trade is, and then trend trade it and just set your stops accordingly. I know it's a Chinese stock, but I don't care. The pattern is there, the technicals are there. So if you have to go long something, this is the kind of stock you want to go long. But this is what you have to look for. You have to look for unusual stocks to go long. Otherwise, everything else I think is a pretty easy short out there. Okay, so I don't want to ramble here. Let's try to keep this short and sweet. The market is still broken. I think the market is going to go lower. I think the market is going to go quite a bit lower. We still don't see panic in this market. Yes, the market was down 300 points on Friday, and yes, a lot of people are not having a lot of fun in this market because they're long the market. But you know what? They're not scared yet. People are still holding on to the stocks. Until we see that capitulation, I think the market's going to go down more. So watch that 1200 level on the Dow Jones. If that gets taken out, that's going to be the real catalyst for a big move to the downside. Okay, guys, always remember to pre-plan your trades. Always use protective stops. Don't listen to the analysts out there, and have fun. Okay, bye.